What is up, Trouble Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. Austin Mcbroom has went off on Bryce Hall. I mean, the two of them, they were fighting in private DMs, right? Private text conversation. Bryce leaked that text conversation, and then they got onto it on Twitter. Oh my God, I got the inside scoop. I got a statement directly from Austin Mcbroom. He sent me this video. I'm going to play it here on Drama. I also got a written statement from Bryce Hall. There might be a boxing match between these two, but even if that doesn't happen, I think they might catch each other out on the street. Yeah, I'm serious. So we got that story for you. Also, Jake Paul and Dana White got a $1 million bet on Jake Paul's fight with Ben Askren coming up. The Lopez brothers are back and much, much more. But before we get into these stories, first, guys, make sure you're subscribed with those notifications on. You got to select all, because you know as soon as I get the scoop, I'm going to keep you in the loop. Our first story. Look, if you don't play FIFA, you can still relate to this story. If you play any video games, right, where you're opening up packs or you're getting, surprise skins, you can definitely relate to this situation. FIFA has been one of the most popular video games for over a decade and had one of the strongest communities right here on YouTube. And one of the main things that people like about FIFA is buying mystery packs to see if they can get certain players and certain cards. And let me tell you, YouTubers spend thousands and thousands of dollars trying to get the best cards in this game. So yesterday, a story broke that has caused the entire FIFA community to be up in arms. EA Electric Arts is investigating a FIFA scandal after employees allegedly caught selling rare foot cards. Wow! Now, this is all stemming from a Discord conversation that reads, there's a guy I know, he claims that he has a mate who works at EA and he can load any player into your account. Obviously, he charges. I verified the legitimacy of these different accounts by jumping on SharePlay. Wow. And then apparently on WhatsApp, allegedly, the employee was charging up to 1,700 pounds. There were more screenshots that were leaked showing that this actually did in fact happen. Unbelievable. Now, this went huge yesterday with the hashtag EAGate trending on Twitter. EA responded saying, we are aware of allegations currently circulating within our community related to the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team's item. A thorough investigation is underway, and if we identify improper conduct, we will take swift action. We want to be clear, this type of behavior is unacceptable. The FIFA community is furious, and you have every right to be. If you're spending all this money trying to get this special card, and employees are actually doing this, selling it, they have every right to be furious. And speaking about furious, I gotta say, after the allegations came out against the Lopez brothers, with them being sued, I mean, you would think that their careers are done and over. But I'm here to tell you that is not the case. In fact, Andre and Tony Lopez uploaded a new TikTok, returning back to TikTok, and look at the likes. That is almost 1 million likes. After everything that has come out about these brothers, how are they getting 1 million likes on TikTok? It's well, I know why, because it's little kids that are following them, but still, when I saw that today, it just blew my mind. I can't understand it. And speaking about being confused, this is unbelievable. If you're a younger person, you might not be able to relate to this story, but for the older generations, you remember Blockbuster, right? You and your family would go to Blockbuster, you would rent a video game, you would rent a movie, take it home, and then, Netflix came in and basically Blockbuster went out of business. And that's why it was so shocking to find out this news yesterday. Hypebeast is reporting that Netflix is set to release a documentary titled The Last Blockbuster. So let me get this straight. Netflix put Blockbuster out of business and now is doing a documentary about how Blockbuster is out of business. That is cold. That is cold. Also in the news, Jake Paul versus Dana White. Now, Dana White has said multiple times that the Paul brothers, that they're just hustling to try to get money, that they don't really have any good fighting skills. If you don't know who Dana White is, he's basically in charge of the UFC. And so yesterday, he was on a podcast with Mike Tyson where he said this. Roll it.
5 seconds.
Let's be honest. Jake Paul is a fucking boxer.
Dana, he's a great fighter.
He be working hard. I watch him.
Let's go, Mike. Mike, come on back.
I see them put it
Now,
together.
they gonna
It's gonna be an interesting test.
Yeah,
for
but
him,
it's
huh?
different.
You're saying he can fight?
Yes, I'm not joking. He
All
got
right?
hands.
I'll bet $1 million
Oh, here we
that he
go.
loses this fucking fight.
$1 million bet? Like, okay, so you guys know Jake Paul is fighting one of the UFC fighters, right? Ben Askren in a boxing match. Dana's putting $1 million on it. Jake Paul responded by saying Dana White is a clown, but then a very confident Jake Paul said this on Instagram. Dana, let's double the bet to $2 million. Wire the money into escrow, $4 million total. Winner takes all. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I think Jake Paul's gonna win. I really do. I feel like Jake Paul has an edge on Ben Askren. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our final story. I want to take you back to the Logan Paul versus KSI, the first boxing match, right? Where the undercard was nothing but YouTubers. That was the absolute best boxing event ever because it was all YouTubers. And then for some reason it seemed like the YouTube boxers like sold out to like the actual like boxing community, and all the undercards were like real boxing matches, which to be honest, like I don't really care about, and a lot of people in the community don't care about. We want to see YouTubers boxing, right? Well, the reason why I bring up this point is because there is a boxing match that is being set up behind the scenes. I have a very credible source that's gonna be all influencers, TikTokers, YouTubers. I'm so excited about it. Obviously, I can't say anything until it's announced, but like I have a very credible source that this is going on. And Austin Mcbroom is trying to get a fight with Bryce Hall. Now, the two of them started beefing privately yesterday, and Bryce Hall leaked those conversations. Bryce Hall tweeted out, all this because I won't accept his little fight, and now he's crying because he can't pay his cleaning lady. In the leaked text conversations, Austin says, I pay my cleaning lady more than you make in a year. Come get this smoke. Bryce Hall responds, I guarantee you don't. Austin says, stop being a kitty. Bryce responds by saying, you're 30, bro. You're acting like a high schooler right now. Austin responds, stop texting me and let's fight, you little female dog boy. I swear, when I have to like make up a word to cover a swear word so this video doesn't get demonetized, it's like funnier than the actual statement. Bryce responds by saying, look at your text to me. Remember, you're 30. Austin responds, so you're scared of my age? Bryce says, not at all. I'm just acting like it. Austin says, you've been telling the media for months and I'm 28. Bryce responds, oh poop, my bad. Austin says, I'm your daddy. Bryce responds, what are you saying, bro? Austin says, if you're not gonna fight me in the ring, I'll catch you out. Now again, this happened in private. So then, Bryce tweets this out, Austin responds, but you keep running. You're all Twitter fingers. You want to fight randoms out in public, but you're too scared to fight me for millions? Bryce responds by saying, you know my terms. This isn't 2016 anymore, bud. I'm not fighting for the same amount as you. Okay, but then Austin flips it on him, saying, perfect, I'll take less and give you an extra $1 million if you win. Fair enough, little boy? Okay, so let's try to dissect this, right? Bryce Hall is basically saying that he's more popping now than Austin, which that's not really true. If you look at the Ace Family's channel, I mean, they're pulling 2 million views, almost 3 million views every video. Bryce Hall is only pulling like 1.5 million. His newest video didn't do well at all, but I think YouTube's broken. Look, I said this before on this show, and I'll say it again. Austin Mcbroom is gonna sell tickets. People don't understand the power of the Ace Family fans. Like, they are going to buy that pay-per-view. And as far as money goes, I heard from, again, another credible source that Bryce Hall was offered $5 million to fight Austin. So I'm just confused on why Bryce isn't taking this. Like, is he just trying to negotiate more money? Like, I can't see Bryce Hall not wanting to accept this fight. Anyhow, I reached out to Austin for a statement. He had this to say. Roll it.
Look, KEEM, I'm gonna be honest. You're like the 10th person who's hit me up asking about this Bryce. And all I'm gonna really say is, look, I'm 28 years old. I have 3 kids. And for the past year, me and my wife have been focusing on business, trying to create an empire. And I really don't have time for this little boy who went through puberty. I really don't. But When you start talking about me and my family, everything goes out the window. Everything. And for the people who know me, know my family, I'm not the type of dude that has beef with anyone. I respect everyone in the space. I'm cool with everyone in the space. But I just don't like this kid. I don't like nothing about him. And at this point, there's nothing left to do other than a fight. Man to man. And I know when he sees this video, he's going to give all the excuses in the world. He's going to tell you guys I'm too old. He's going to talk shit. He's going to talk about my personal life. He's going to do everything other than the fight because he's going to use everything else as an excuse not to fight me. And no one knows this, but he's been offered millions of dollars to box me. And he's been running for months. And so at this point, I guess I'm just going to have to catch him out because he's going to keep running. Who wouldn't want to fight for millions of dollars when I keep hearing he fights random people out in public for free? For free? So why not box me for millions? He don't like me. I don't like him. It only makes sense to fight. So Bryce, stop being scared and put the gloves on.
Wow. I also reached out to Bryce Hall, and he had a statement for me. I said to him, Austin sent me this vid for Drama Alert today. Do you want to say anything more on it that I can add to my vid? He responded, I gave that guy enough attention on Twitter. You can say I said that. I don't get it, okay? I have seen so many stories of Bryce Hall actually just getting in fights with random people on the street for no money. The fact that he's not willing to take $5 million, I don't get it. Like, I know like the initial reaction would be Bryce Hall is scared of Austin, but like, is he? Like something else has to, I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he's terrified of Austin. I don't see it though. I'm so confused on why he's not taking this. I don't get it. But guys, I want to know your thoughts on this situation. Do you guys think Bryce should fight Austin? I think it's going to be one of the biggest events. I can't think of any other influencers that could get together that would make as much views as those two. Obviously, removing, KSI and Jake Paul from the scenario. I mean, that is by far the biggest fight, but that's not going to be happening for a while. But besides them, I can't think of anyone else. But listen, guys, that's it for the news today. I will be reading your comments. Let me know your thoughts below. Take the time to slap a like on the video. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe because as soon as I get the scoop, I'm going to keep you in the loop.